Hello everyone, welcome back to the Final Fantasy X Unit-Only Challenge. I am making a note here, you do want to do something special with this guy right here, this Mandragora. It can drop a, let me make sure I have it right. It can drop a Berserk Ward armor, which we are going to need for the upcoming fight with the Spectral Keeper. So the best way to do it is you do want to use a capture weapon on it. Now I'm using Kimahri here just to show you his health pool. I've already cast Holy on it once. I'm going to cast Holy on it 2 more times. And let me just make sure I have the Herding Staff equipped. So it's okay to waste a little bit of mana on this because we're standing right next to a save sphere here. So you do want to get it down to a very low health pool. Now, this may be a problem here. Maybe not. So we're going to cast Holy on it 1 more time, and that should put its health right around 1,000 health. So, and we will, here shortly, we'll just confirm that. Okay, so here you can see his health is just above 1,000. So I am going to use eye drops because I have darkness and slow on me, but the slow isn't terribly a problem. And then just going to attack it until we've captured it. There we go. Oh, it looks like it can actually take a death strike, so... Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to run all the way back down. Now there it gave me a poison touch or poison strike weapon or something. Let's check that out. Poison touch, so that's nothing new. Now you want to run all the way back down to the Calm Lands, and I'll show you what to do once you get there. Alright everyone, we've come all the way down to the monster arena. And what we're going to do here is we're going to fight monsters. Actually, before we do this, let me go through and equip some good items. Let's have this Stone Touch. Well, let's actually have the Death Strike equipped, because that'll make it go a little bit faster, I believe. And then we want to have... I don't think there's anything especially here. This Poison Ward will help a little bit, so... Let's fight monsters, and we're going to fight the exact same guy. So we're going to fight Mandragora. And... pretty straightforward. You can just have 1 or 2 of your characters escape so that you don't lose any battles. And then you just want to Death Strike it there. And as you can see, that was an instant kill. Didn't even calculate damage for me because of the Death Strike. So, and you want to keep doing this until you get a Confuse Ward armor. Now, for the upcoming battle, the Confuse Ward is actually going to be enough to reduce its Confuse chance down to 0. So just go ahead and keep doing that until you reach the, until you get that armor, and then you'll be ready to continue. Now, when you go into the underwater areas, you're going to have a formation that's just going to be Riku, Wakka, and Tidus, and these other 4 characters will not be available at all. So when you're there, you want to have Tidus have his first strike weapon equipped at all times, and basically have him run away at all times. And then you want to have Wakka have his evade and counter equipped at all times, because with that combination, Tidus will always have a chance to escape, and Wakka will very rarely take damage at all, so that'll help him stay alive long enough for him to run away as well. Alright everyone, I'm going to add in 1 more section though before I end this video. This last boss that we're going to do for this video, you want to make sure you have an evade and counter weapon equipped, and you want to have the Lucid Ring. I did originally think you needed the Berserk Ward, but we need that for a fight that's coming up, not this one here. So make sure you get that, but it's not immediately necessary. So this is actually the second time I'm filming this episode, because the first time I accidentally cast Holy on Yuna and it did not go well, unfortunately. So here we go.
It comes.
Okay, so for this fight, we of course have the off people deal with themselves. And we're going to start off by casting Shell on Yuna. That's going to reduce the damage from the magic attacks that actually can hurt us. Now this Photon Wings, it can inflict almost, not almost every status, but quite a few statuses. Like the one that's going to hurt us the most is if we get sleep status on us. Now with the ring that we have, the Lucid Ring, it can do, I believe, Confuse and Poison. I'm not sure that it can do Silence or not, but I'm quite sure it can do Confuse and Poison, so that's why we have that equipped. But with it's only a 50% chance, so that with that ward on each of those, then it reduces that chance down to 0. So we've already cast Shell, so we're going to cast Reflect on ourselves first. And then we're going to cast Reflect on the boss itself, which is going to make it so that when it does use cures on itself, it's going to reflect that over to us. So we're going to do that, we're going to do this, and then all we have to do is cast Holy on ourselves and Curaga on the boss, and that will heal us if it's necessary. So that's the strategy. And as you can see here, we are dodging all of its physical attacks, really. So those aren't a problem. The only thing that can really hurt us are the magical attacks, like the Mana Beam. I believe it's about to use Mana Breath. There it is. So, but that one doesn't do a whole lot of damage to us at this point. Just go ahead and pop a high potion if you get low. And keep casting Holy on yourself, which will heal the boss. Or, excuse me, damage the boss. It starts off with 40,000 health. So it takes basically 4 holies and then just another 4 damage on top of that to take care of him. And as you can see there, he is healing me just because of the reflect status. Normally he would heal himself and that would just be a pain in the neck to deal with. So this is how you do that. Now he's going to use Photon Wings again. And now we're in sleep status, so that's relatively a problem, but we're not going to evade his attack there. So just go ahead and pop a high potion just to get yourself back up in an acceptable level of health. And get back to casting Holy. Shouldn't take too many more Holies. Maybe one more, and we should get the overkill with this one, with this next one. Evade and counter. And this should be it, I think. There we go. Overkill. Excellent. So that's the end of this boss fight, and there's really nothing in the Ruins of Zanarkand that we're going to need to pay attention to. Because I have a no encounters ring, I'm just going to go ahead and equip that and run all the way to the next boss, because there's really no leveling up that we need to do either. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I will catch you guys up at the Lady of Zanarkand.